out. A new exhibit that looks back at the history of legendary kids' TV shows is now open to all at the Myzium.
And that's where we find our G on Lee this morning. It kind of gives you that retro vibes and sort of a throwback feel, doesn't it, G?
Oh my goodness, I am reliving my childhood right now. Like, take a look at some of these incredible props and a look back at some of the incredible shows from the 1950s all the way through to the 1990s. This is Myzium of Toronto. And when you come here, you're gonna get a look at some of the incredible programming that took place over the decades. Joining me now is Ed Conroy, co-curator of this incredible museum. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, first of all, we need to point out, I love the Electric Circus t-shirt and this pin.
Yes, that was the old CTV CFTO logo, Agincourt Studios, where they filmed Uncle Bobby back in the day.
Amazing. So tell me a little bit more of Myzium of Toronto.
Sure, so the Myzium of Toronto, located at 401 Richmond, we're doing this wonderful exhibit till the end of August. It's focusing on the history of Toronto kids shows from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. There was a hotbed of activity really in Toronto in those decades of shows like Mr. Dress-Up and Friendly Giant and Degrassi.
So we've got some of the puppets.
Casey and Finnegan over here.
You even have the tickle trunk.
We have a tickle trunk here for any kids that might want to do some costume play and rewind to those innocent days of staying home sick and watching Mr. Dress-Up.
Yeah, and the whole museum is very interactive. Let's take a little tour. So this is a Mr. Dress-Up, but then you also have polka dot doors.
Of course, we had to welcome you in through the polka dot door. These shows were so important to us growing up. It was before the internet, there was no TikTok, and really you were anchored to the television. So I think we've basically got all of the biggest shows that were made in Toronto, and it was such an incredible time. And really, my company, Retro Ontario, focuses on collecting all of this footage. So in addition to the props, we've got television screens that are showing all this classic footage too.
Amazing. And some of those shows, obviously, like Degrassi and YTV, The Zone. Thank you so much, Ed. And speaking of YTV, look who's here.
Oh, Phil, you're so good looking. Oh.
It's PJ Freshfield.
How are you?
I'm good. It has been a long time. You have not changed.
Really?
Yes.
You don't see all the salt and pepper.
I love it.
I'm a bit,
So what do you think of Myzium of Toronto and just highlighting all these incredible shows?
I love it. I love it. I was a part of it. I kind of made the 42-year cutoff. you know what I mean? But Toronto's important to me. I grew up here. A lot of great television was made here. And I don't know, what do I say? Look at my face. I'm so embarrassed, but yeah, proud to be a part of all of this.
For sure. You were an OG. There weren't that many Asian people on TV at that time.
No, yeah, that's true. But YTV was great. We had everybody representing. We had African American, Caucasian, me. But yeah, it was an early version of it. But I got to tell you, I didn't even think about it. It wasn't in my brain. But I look back at it, how important that was.
For sure. All right. So if you want to check out Myzium of Toronto, it runs through till August 19th. For more information, just go to myziumoftoronto.com. It's free. But hey, does this look familiar to you, Nick? This is from The Friendly Giant. It was such a hit show for kids, and that's what this is all about, Myzium of Toronto. It's free. It runs through until August 19th. You're going to see a look back at some of the incredible children's programs that took place that were developed right here. And look who's here, PJ Freshfield from YTV. Back then, you were just a baby.
I was a kid. I was 20 years old, and it was my first real job, and it was a family. We didn't know what we were doing at the time. The whole essence of what I was doing was because the CRTC said, you could have your kids network, but you could only show this amount of commercials to them. And we had American shows which ran long for commercials, and they had to fill the time. And it was just put these guys on to fill the exact time we need. And we did crafts, we bred birthdays, but in essence, what ended up happening was we were babysitters, we were older brothers and sisters, and we sort of really set the tone of if I didn't realize it at the time, but if I said, this is cool, it it would resonate. It would be pebbles in a pond. And
Yeah, many kids grew up with you. I loved watching you. It was so unique and different at that time to have program jockeys. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right. And people are wondering now, what are you up to these days?
I'm back in Canada, you know. Same thing. I'm auditioning. I've been on a few commercials.
Nice.
I started wrestling last year. I'm 51 years old, and listen, I keep doing new. I'm always looking for another way to challenge myself and learn. And I don't care if it's my hobbies and working on guitars but. At one point, after YTV, I went to Los Angeles, lived there for 8 years, and I toured with a goth band. I was a celebrity stylist. I had a bit of a fashion line. I was taking hip-hop dance classes from Justin Timberlake's choreographer.
Oh my goodness, so super
yeah,
busy.
it was, I've just, my life kind of, I don't know. After doing something for 11 years, I had to keep going and going and going.
Well, listen, if you want to see some of the incredible stuff that Phil did or the incredible programs from 1950s all the way through to the 1990s, you got to come to Myzium of Toronto. For information, myziumoftoronto.com.
We are live here at Myzium of Toronto. It's a free exhibit running through till August 19th, and it's looking back at all the incredible children's shows from the 1950s to the 1990s. And what I love is you can come here, get interactive, walk down memory lane, make a puppet. This is Rascal, the raccoon from Roncesvalles with the CP24 mic. How cool is that? I'm going to join Heidi Reitmeyer now. She's a co-curator for this incredible museum. Good morning.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So tell me a little bit more of the purpose and the reason for doing Myzium of Toronto.
Well, Myzium of Toronto is the first city museum. Toronto doesn't have a city museum, unlike New York, LA, lots of large cities. So we've gathered together. We've been in existence about 6 years, and we tell the story, the history of Toronto. So we look at the past, the present, and thinking about our future.
And this one really focuses on TV shows, specifically children's programming.
Toronto was a hotbed of creativity for about 40 years. So this show really looks at all the incredible work that people did who were living and working here at that time.
And I love that kids and parents can go through all this, walk down memory lane. But there were so many incredible shows like The Friendly Giant, Today's Special. These are programs I grew up on.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely grew up. My favorite is Mr. Dress-Up. He was, and Polka Dot Door were two of my favorite. And Elmore, the safety elephant. I remember being really, really conscientious when I was crossing the streets. You're right about the puppets. We actually made the exhibition both so you can passively watch things for hours, but we invite people to come down with any age, of all ages, and make a puppet if they'd like, or play with a puppet and audition for our channels.
Amazing. Thank you so much for that, Heidi. So again, this exhibit runs through till August 19th. It is free. For information, just go to myziumoftoronto.com. And speaking of Mr. Dress-Up, look who's here. It's Mark the repairman from Mr. Dress-Up.
Hey,
hi.
Hey dum diddly dum. Hey dum diddly dum.
Are you always this cheery in the morning and singing?
Go to bed happy, wake up happy. Yes, indeed.
How does it feel to walk into this museum and see the props
Old
and
pals?
everything? Yes.
It's spooky cool. I
Yes.
just love it. Having the castle here, having the treehouse. We have a tickle trunk here. And so many memories. There's a wonderful wall where you can, it's a timeline, and you see photographs, and you can read about what shows happened in what order. And I was just mesmerized by that.
Amazing.
This is a great museum. I'm so happy to be here. And
Yeah.
it's free, and it's right downtown Toronto.
Free, again, myziumoftoronto.com. Mark's going to join me again in the next segment. In the meantime, do you mind playing a little song for Nick back in our studio?
Well, I could
Go
do the
for
one
it.
I started.
Yeah.
Hey dum diddly dum. Hey dum diddly dum. Hey dum diddly, hey dum diddly, hey dum diddly dum.
Can you believe that The Friendly Giant premiered in 1958? And of course, this is part of what the set looked like. And look who's here, Mark the repairman from Mr. Dress-Up, playing the theme
Here
song.
in the castle right now. Yeah, this is great.
How cool is it that you're playing the theme song for The Friendly Giant?
I am trying to.
Let's come on over to the Mr. Dress-Up section and talk to Mark himself.
I'm coming. I'm
And
rounding
we,
the
of
bend.
course, are here at Myzium of Toronto. This is at 401 Richmond Street. It's a free exhibit right through till August 19th. Mark, so nice to see you.
It's so great to be here. Be back at the tree house with Casey and Finnegan and the tickle trunk over here. And so Elmer, he snuck up on me.
What was it like to be a part of an iconic show like Mr. Dress Up?
It was great. It was just like having to show up for the rehearsals. We had a lot of fun. We got a lot of serious work done. But just to be with Dress Up and the puppeteers and everybody, the production was just so professional, but so joyous. Yeah.
Do you get a lot of people coming up to you saying, hey, I grew up watching and you were part of my childhood?
I've had that more in the past, but still to this day, some people do recognize me because there's YouTube, and I've got a lot of videos of me, a much younger me on Mr. Dress Up. And that's kind of neat when I'm at the grocery store. And aren't you Mr. Dress Up? No, I was on Mr. Dress Up. I wasn't Mr. Dress Up. Yeah.
Many people may not know, but you were a yo-yo champion, and that's pretty much how you sort of got into the world of TV.
That's right. When I was 11, I got the yo-yo bug, and I became all-city yo-yo champion at 11. But later on, I became the Canadian national champion. And somebody wrote a script for the Mr. Dress Up show. They had to have a yo-yo champ. So I got the call, and I made sure that the writers and producers, everybody knew that I could play instruments, I could sing songs, I could write original songs. I wrote scripts. I was a writer on Mr. Dress Up at the end. So that was
very cool.
Neat.
We're going to bring in PJ Freshville from YTV, The Zone.
Familiar face.
Here's a fun fact.
Bill!
Mark was a yo-yo champion and made an appearance on The Zone with PJ Freshville. That was cool.
He taught me to throw the yo-yo like this and catch it like this.
Yeah, you don't do it this way. You got to throw it that way, get some speed, and then turn your head over. Comes back in.
So nice to see you two together again. This is Myzium of Toronto. Runs through to August 19th. For information, myziumoftoronto.com. It's a free exhibit. Let's say goodbye.
Okay.
And do you mind, Mark, playing this out?
Shout out to Bill Coulter.
Yes.
I'm a big Bill Coulter fan.
Put your finger in the air, in the air. Put your finger in the air, in the air. Put your finger in the air, leave it there for about a year. Put your finger in the air, in the air. Wave goodbye. Bye-bye, bye-bye, my friends, goodbye. From the Myzium, when we part, it makes me want to cry.
Make sure it's the right
I
finger.
can sing louder than Phil. Goodbye, 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 goodbye,
Wow.
goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Stroll down memory lane.
I know. Nostalgic. PJ Film, Mr. Dress Up. All the good feels this morning.
We are live here in Kawarthas, and this is the launch of the Princess Margaret Cottage Lottery. That's right. There are 3 grand prizes, 3 incredible cottages, including this one here on Buckhorn Lake. This is actually the grand prize, and you're getting us first look at this incredible cottage. Coming in, you'll find principal designer with Lakeshore Designs, Angela Jones. Hi, Angela.
Hi, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Oh my goodness, what a beautiful morning to be here on Buckhorn Lake. Tell me a little bit more of this incredible cottage.
Well, talk about cottage life. This is it, right? We are here on this gorgeous open concept Linwood custom built. We have a huge beam. We have a gorgeous front porch that overlooks Buckhorn Lake. We've got 2 main floor bedrooms. We've got a guest suite, a principal suite. So we're going to take you on a tour because it's spectacular.
All right, so walk me through. We've got the great room, the dining space, and of course the kitchen.
Yes, love how this works where we have a beautiful farmhouse open concept kitchen, great for entertaining. You're not missing anything when your guests are here. You've got the dining area, you've got this great room, perfect for entertaining in the evening, and then your guests can tuck away to the side here. And this cottage has a double car garage, perfect for all the cottage toys, with a laundry room that you can put your stuff in when you come in. It's got a nice little guest bathroom as well over here. So I love this space here. It's great for when you come in, you dump all your stuff that you have from when you have your cottage guests come in. You can tuck your laundry away. You've got the double car garage, and then this guest suite here. Very cozy. We went with a nice neutral palette, warm textures, and it just mixed and matched the linens to give it that coziness.
And I love that it's all on this main floor, which makes it easy for everybody.
Yeah, exactly, G. So when you come out here after you've got your entertaining, you've got the porch out there again that you can sit at, main floor, everything is here. You've also got a whole lower level, which we'll show you later, but now come over to this side.
All right.
You have like this wing and this wing. So we'll go through here. We've got also a great bonnet space here, perfect for the principal bedroom because this gives you an extra office space that if you are working from the cottage, you could actually stay here all summer if you wanted. All winter, it's Beautiful, this space. And then here too, this is the tuck away through to this large ensuite bathroom. We did a really nice textured tile on the floor, huge soaker tub, really great walk-in shower. And then on this side, we have the principal suite, which is an oversized king bed. We've gone the low profile look. And then look at this. Here's Buckhorn Lake right from your bedroom, looking out to the lake.
Amazing. This is almost 4,000 square feet. This prize is a value of $2.8 million. It includes this incredible cottage plus $100,000 cash. And you pointed it out, Angela, every room that you go into, you have a view of the lake. So let's head out onto the patio here. And again, this is all part of the Princess Margaret Cottage Lottery. This lottery sells out so fast every year. So you definitely want to get your tickets now because everybody wants a cottage. Everybody wants a vacation property.
Yeah, this time of year when people are driving up through the city thinking, wow, I'd love a cottage. Well, this is the one. Make sure you buy a ticket because this is where you could be. You could be enjoying your time with family and friends right here, helping a great cause for cancer research.
And again, this is one of 3 incredible grand prizes. We're talking about 2 cottages in Kawarthas, 1 in Muskoka, all with a lakefront view. So again, it's princessmargaretlotto.com for tickets. Don't forget to add on the 50/50. And they have this amazing add-on. It's called 30 Days of Vacays, where you can win a trip. 2 winners every day for 30 days. So again, princessmargaretlotto.com. As you are looking at the sun rising above Buckhorn Lake, we're here in the Kawarthas launching the Princess Margaret Cottage Lottery for this season. And I'm so excited because you're getting the first look at this incredible grand prize. The entire prize is valued at $2.8 million. It includes this incredible cottage plus $100,000 cash. Joining me now is Principal Designer of Lakeshore Designs, Angela Jones. Good morning. So now we're in the lower level, and this is where the family gathers and watches a movie and has some fun. Walk me through the space.
Oh, this is spectacular, G. This summer Cottage Lottery has the best prizes, and this room here just explains it. We have an open concept, family room, games room, library, 2 guest space. So it's just spectacular. Walk right out to here to the lake. It's perfect for that entertaining. You get the bird's eye view of Buckhorn Lake. And look at this. You've got a great movie space. We've got a game space. We've got a little sit-up card bar there. So a lot of areas that you can sit and entertain. And the thing I love about this is you have a gorgeous guest suite here.
Okay.
This one you haven't seen yet. And I love this as well.
Wow, I love the headboard on this. This is beautiful.
The textures, we went with a really nice upholstered headboard. We flagged the night tables with some beautiful country artwork. And again, you get a great view of the lake when you wake up. So your guests, you're going to have a hard time getting them to go home.
This is a large room for a guest bedroom.
Yes, it is. It's almost like another principal suite. And then when you come over to here, this is one of my favorite spaces that we created. We created a little zone here, which is like a library. And we've done it in this, it's an MDF wall treatment that it's like fluting, and it gives a nice texture on the wall. But we created a nice little zone that you can just tuck away here and have a reading area. You can even just curl up at night with your laptop, get some work done if you needed to, looking at the lake as well.
Yeah, and what I love is that as soon as you come down the stairs, this is what you see, which is beautiful. It's stunning.
Very welcoming and easy on the eyes to look at.
For sure.
Now,
okay.
Ready?
I purposely didn't want to look at this room ahead of the segment because I've been told this is spectacular.
Da-da-da-da. Love, 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 love.
Oh my goodness, so sweet.
I love creating little spaces like this. Like this is the perfect room to have extra guests overflow, whether it's for kids or girlfriends or friends or whatever it is. This just is darling to me on how it pulls that little country guest feel, and really happy how it turned out. Again, mixing the linens, we played with the soft colors, layered up the beds.
I can see the kids having a lot of fun in this room together.
And then we have an extra bathroom down here as well. This is 4 bedrooms, 3 full baths. And then you just come back out here and it just swings all the way around, and you can have your fun with your games. And then we're going to sit on the veranda because you know what, that's the best view.
Yeah, and that's once again highlighting the fact that every room has a view of the lake. And this is honestly the money shot, right?
Oh, yes. Like, look at this. A double entertaining space. You've got this here. And then look at this. so happy about this. Like, nobody's going to want to leave. This is going to be a real hard one to have your guests go home,
And this is why the Princess Margaret Cottage Lottery sells out so fast, because everybody wants a vacation property, right? Yeah. And this one is the grand prize. You don't want to miss out, so you need to get your tickets now, princessmargaretlotto.com, because again, it sells out so fast. And add on that 50-50 ticket plus the 30 days of vacay.
So I have been on a water bike before, and actually in the next segment, I'm going to get on one of those water bikes and go onto the water. But welcome to Buckhorn Lake. We're here in the Kawarthas, and again, this is for the Princess Margaret Cottage Lottery. We're launching it off for the season. We gave you an incredible tour of the grand prize, which is valued at $2.8 million. It includes this incredible cottage in the Kawarthas, plus $100,000 cash. And here's a real treat for me. Come on in. This is Eric Nguyen. He won the cottage just a couple houses over in spring 2021. Good morning.
Good morning, G.
So you are living your best life, right? Here in cottage country.
I am.
So you won the cottage a couple of houses over. It's a 4-season destination. Has your family been enjoying it all year round?
We've really been enjoying it. We've been spending all of our summer here. We've made skating rinks in the winter time. It's been truly a dream for us.
Yeah. And of course, when you have a cottage built by Linwood Custom Homes and designed by Angela Jones with Lakeshore Designs, it's a pretty incredible house.
They've done a phenomenal job. The house was fully furnished. The only thing we actually had to bring in when we moved in was chopsticks, because we're Asian. Otherwise, it's been perfectly designed for us.
Amazing. Let's walk along the deck here, because we're going to head over to Ramona Oss with the Princess Margaret Cancer Foundation. But Eric, I thank you so much for joining us this morning. I know it was kind of spontaneous, but there's a real connection to you and Princess Margaret Hospital. And I know you're a cancer survivor. Tell me a little bit more as to why you want to purchase the ticket and support this cause.
In 2010, I beat cancer. And realizing that I wanted to donate to a cause, I figured one of the ways that perhaps I can do it is through the Princess Margaret Foundation, and perhaps buying a lottery to help conquer cancer in our lifetime.
Yeah, and so Ramona Oss from the Princess Margaret Cancer Foundation joins us now. And Ramona, that's what it's all about, right? And people are winning incredible prizes, but it all goes to an important cause.
Absolutely, and certainly we all know that 2 in 5 Canadians, sadly, will be diagnosed with cancer in their lifetime, like Eric. And you know, when you buy a Princess Margaret Lottery ticket, Cottage Lottery ticket, of course, funds fuel cancer research. Research saves lives and helps people like Eric.
Yeah, because Eric's a cancer survivor and a true testament to the treatment and the services that he gets at Princess Margaret.
Absolutely. So one of the top 5 cancer research centers in the world. People should know that, you know, we're fueling cancer research. Programs like our clinical trials program, almost 25% of our patients are on a clinical trial. And it's through clinical trials that we'll discover novel new therapies that will help save more lives.
Yeah, and that's what it's about. One day we are going to conquer cancer. In the meantime, it's about saving lives. And also, why not win an incredible prize like this cottage here?
Absolutely. Eric and I spoke a few weeks ago, and you know, I asked him how he was, and his answer was better than great. So I would say if you need to buy a Cottage Lottery ticket, and you too can say life is better than great. We have 3 cottages up for grabs. This is just one of them. We're in the Kawarthas here, but you should check out our website. We have our brochures are dropping in the next few days.
Amazing. Eric, congratulations on winning the cottage in 2021, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
All right. So if you want to get your tickets, princessmargaretlotto.com. You could be a winner just like Eric and live here on Buckhorn Lake. The weather is amazing. It feels like summer. And we're going to hit the lake in just a moment, but we do want to talk about this incredible prize. So we are live here in the Kawarthas on Buckhorn Lake. The grand prize for the Princess Margaret Cottage Lottery, valued at $2.8 million, which includes this incredible cottage plus $100,000 cash. Joining me now is Craig McFarland with Linwood Custom Homes.
Hi, G.
And again, you've done a beautiful job with this cottage.
You know what? A shout out to Brad McFarland Construction, his crew, the suppliers and sub-trades that worked all this winter to get this amazing prize together. But I have to think that this is one of the best cottage prizes we've ever put out. We're almost an acre of property. We've seeded from the road, paved road, down, and we've got pathways and beautiful gardens and a stunning shoreline with a beautiful dock, cottage toys, a big trampoline. We have it all on this property.
Yeah, almost 3,000 square feet, 4 bedrooms. What I love about this particular row is that it's on a dead-end street, so it really is quiet and beautiful.
It's quiet, it's beautiful. It's, you know, there's snow plowing and school pickup. It has everything that a community would have, but on the water. 115 frontage on beautiful Buckhorn Lake.
Wow.
You're on the Trent Severn Waterway, and it's gorgeous. So, but what a day, and most days are like this, trust me.
And this is a Four Seasons cottage. Let's head down to the dock because honestly, this is what it's about, right? This is cottage living at its best. And Buckhorn Lake is great because it's near Botpagen, it's in Buckhorn as well as Lakefield. Like, there's so many amenities in this area. And of course, with this prize, they're now including these incredible cottage toys.
Cottage toys supplied the cottage toys. You know, we got water bikes on pontoons, and we've got a beautiful trampoline in the water, and we're on a beautiful cedar dock.
And this is what's amazing with this prize because the cottage toys are included. Be careful, Craig, I don't want you to fall in.
Oh, we got her down.
And I love this because, again, 4-season destination. So in the summertime, you can hit the lake on a water bike, you can go on the trampoline. But in the wintertime, you can also go skating on Buckhorn Lake. And that's what it's about, Craig, right?
Well, this is a 4-season building, and this cottage is well insulated, well heated, and the lake will freeze over here. And last year they had a rink next door. Everyone's out skating and playing hockey. We have cross-country skiers and snowmobile trails close by. Everything's here in the winter, and come spring and summer, here we are. We're on our cottage toys, playing on the lake. We got a trampoline. Just behind me, we're a little quick paddle down there, and half an hour we'd be in Buckhorn.
Look
right
at
in the
that.
little town, eh?
Oh my goodness. And this could be yours. So again, this is the Princess Margaret Cottage Lottery. You want to get your tickets now because this one sells out fast. And again, all you have to do is go to princessmargaretlotto.com, add on that 50/50 ticket plus 30 days of vacays, 2 winners a day, winning an incredible vacation. So you don't want to miss this. Princess Margaret Lotto